Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shrudismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Pranatosmyaham. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So we will continue studying Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa. So before we recite the Ramayana, we will recite the Mangala slokas. So I will chant and everyone together repeats. Om Vaidehi Sahidam Suradrumatale Haime Mahamandape
Vaidehi Sahidam Suradrumatale Mahamandape
Madhye Pushpagamanase Manimaye Virasane Sustidam
Madhye Pushpagamasane Manimaye Virasane Sustidam
Agre Vajayati Brahmanjana Sude Tattvam Munebhya Param
Agre Vajayati Prabhajana Sude Muni
Yakhyandam Bharatadipi Parivridam Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam
Vyakhyāntam Bharatādipivradam Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam
Kujindam Rama Rameti
Kujandam Rama Rameti
Madhuram Madhuraksharam
Madhuram Madhuraksharam
Aruhya Kavita Shakham
Aruhya Kavita Shakam
Vande Valmīki Kokilam
Vande Valmiki Kokilam
Mangalam Kosalendraya
Mangalam Kosalendraya
Mahaniya Gunatmane
Mahaniya Gunatmane
Chakravarti Tanujaya
Chakravarti Tanujaya
Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam
Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam
Manojavam Marudatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimadam Varishtam Vadatmajam Vanarayudhamukyam Śrī Rāmadūtam Shirasa Namami
Manojavam Marudatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimadam Varishtam Vadatmajam Vanarayudhamukyam Ramadutam Shirasa Namami.
So, Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa starts with the questions from Vālmīki, and it's also known as Saṅkṣepa Rāmāyaṇa because the summary of Ramayana is in here, and that is why it is called. So we'll take a look at this. Look at the questions again one more time. What are the questions that Valmiki asked? Konvasmin sampratam loke
Konvasmin sampratam loke
Gunavan kacha viryavan
Gunavan kacha viryavan
Dharmajñacha kritajñacha
Dharmajnasya
कृतज्ञश्च
Satyavakyo dridavratah
सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः
Charitrena chako yuktah
चारित्रेण च को युक्तः
Sarva bhakteshu kohitah
सर्वभूतेषु कृतः
Vidwan kaha
विद्वान् कः
kaha samarthacha
कः समर्थश्च
Kachaiga priyadarshanaha
कश्चैव प्रियदर्शनः
Atmavan kojita krodho
Atmavan ko
जिदक्रोधो
Buddhiman konasuyakaha
बुद्धिमान् को न
Kasya bibhyati devacha
कस्य विद्यते देवाः
Yadaroshasya संयुगे
यादृशस्य संयुगे
So here is the questions that Valmiki, these are the questions. If we take the sloka, so we just chant it, we separate all that, then this is what we get. He's asking, first question, he's asking Gunavan. Just asking he wants to know about a person. He wants a person rich in noble virtues. Gunam is a gunavan. The gunam means there's many gunas. Sattva gunam, raja gunam, tamo gunam. And then we can say so many gunas, right? But here it means gunavan means indicating it. He's asking for one thing. Person who has rich, noble virtues, that who has it. Then Narada Maharshi, after all the questions, Narada Maharshi answers that there is such a person, but he says, who is that? Rama is indicating who shines in Śrī Rāma. What is that quality? Rama's compassion. What quality Rama has? Valmiki has Gunavan. And then he says, what quality? What is the guna? What's the quality Rama has? And how does it shine in Śrī Rāma? Rama's compassion, humility, generosity, courtesy appear naturally in every relationship. Even Kaidegi, who was the cause who was of his leaving to forest and lived there for 14 years. But Kaikeyi was so dear to him, and vice versa. Because of the nature, she liked the nature. She liked him more than Bharata. Because the nature was like that. And he was like a guardian to the brothers. And all of his dealings, we can see that his behavior, how does he behave with others? Even the sages, when he goes to the sages, he bows down to them. Even though he knows they are my devotees, he does. So that's a Gunavan. But not just Gunavan, it's also Vidyavan. Valmiki asks, who is a Vidyavan? Then let's see how the Vidyavan quality shines in Śrī Rāma. His strength included physical power. We can see the physical power. The Rakshasas came to attack. And Sita has to be protected same time. So he told Lakshmana, you protect Sita while I fight with these Rakshasas. And thousands of them came, very strong. He himself fought, destroyed them. So his strength included physical power, but strength and moral courage is much more stronger than physical power. So when he was exiled, when we had to go to forest for 14 years, he didn't. He thought it was a blessing because my brother Maryada is very capable. He didn't feel that all those praja, all those people will be there. I am the king, and how about my praja? They will not be. I need to take care of them. How can I go? No. He says, let my brother, he is very capable. Let him rule while I go to Jinkal and stay there for 14 years. And as instructed by father, that was accepted without any thoughts. Dharmajnaha. Dharmajna is a quality, is one who understands Dharma. So many times we misunderstand. We don't know what Dharma and Adharma is. Even if we know at the time when it comes to you, when it comes to oneself, we forget. We think that if it is good materially, that's good for us. By reading, by studying Rama's life, that we can understand what is the true dharma of a human being. He showed what is the responsibility of the son as a brother, as a friend, as a warrior, and as a king. He has shown. So what do we do in our practice? One should ask ourselves, what is the right duty? What is my duty? Just like I mentioned before, is it my duty to answer every phone call that comes while I am reading Ramayana? One should think. Every action, one should think, is it right for me to do? What is my duty right now? One should think. This is what Rama teaches. Kritatnyaha. One should always be grateful. To live in this life not because of our own actions, our own strength, because lots of help from more. That is where our 24 gurus in Bhagavatam will help us to understand. Dattatreya said to Yadu, King Yadu, that I have so many gurus. It will take forever for me to explain to you what it really he means. When he sees, when he hears, he thinks what is right, what is wrong. From that, he learns. That's what he said. We should be grateful for being born as a human being. Number one, taking care of us, feeding us. We should be grateful to our parents. Grateful to all the teachers that taught us. But like Prabhupada says, all those are required for us to maintain our body. But the one who gives us the knowledge of the self, knowledge of the Atma, nothing will compare to that. Why? Because Guru will give you such a knowledge that you don't have to born again. He will give you such a knowledge that one will get out of the Tavatraya. That is 3 different souls. So you should be grateful to him. One should be grateful to all the Guru Parampara who gave us the Shastras, who gave us the teachings. One should be grateful to them. Even a little bit, even a very little help someone gives you, always be thankful. And you might want to forget that someone behaved displeasing way sometimes. It happens. Just ignore. Whatever situation it is, at that time, the person have acted that way, should just ignore that. Nothing going to happen. Have some mercy to those people who may not be able to behave properly to you. Have some mercy because of their nature, everyone wants to be good. Because their nature, at least just that time, it didn't happen. Have some mercy and forget. So Kritajnata need to be for both. Satyavakya, something very important, isn't it? Rama's words were honest, dependable, thoughtful, beneficial, never intended to deceive people. What do we take out from that? Speak the truth, the kindness, the wisdom, and responsibility. Satyam is not saying the right thing or the correct thing. Satyam saying what is hidam, what is priyam, what is hidam, one should understand. King Yadu told his father hidam. It was not priyam for him. The king didn't like it, the father didn't like it. But he said to hidam, what is good for the father? He says, no, I do not want to take your old age. I do not want to give you my youth to you because you will fall down. You will again go back to sense enjoyment. That's not good for you right now. You should not do that. That was not a priyam for him, but it was hidam. It was good for my father. That's what the difference is. That's what satyam is. Dhrida vrataha, noble vow. What happens when we have a goal to achieve? The situation will come. Will tempt us to move away from paying attention to something else. That should not weaken. Difficulty not weaken his commitment. He faithfully completed the 14 years. Faithfully have many vratas he has accomplished. So what do we take out from his life? The righteous promise. To completion of what the goal is. Charitrena yuktaha means endowed with the exemplary character. How does he shine? Valmiki asks, I'm looking for someone. Charitrena yuktaha. Narada says, it's purity, integrity, discipline, faithfulness, and respect guided his public and private context. So how does a character, how does it work with us? It's automatically revealed when we behave with someone else. But what we do, how we speak, how we even look at a person. That's very important. One who understands the nature of the self will automatically become compassionate with other living entities. Being compassionate is a natural state for him because he realized this body-mind complex is not me. I am the pure soul. And all the jivas, truly nothing but the soul. Then one becomes so compassionate because you're not seeing different. The truth is only one, while seen as many. So actually be compassionate to yourself because there's only one being in everything. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Atma Brahma. Tat Tamasi. Prajnanam Brahma. All this Mahavakyas pointing out to you one thing. The duality is not there. It's only appeared to be there. The world looks different, behaves different living entities. But it's all appearance only. Reality is only one. Just like in the sea, you will see all the waves are different. Well, the reality, the truth is water, only the truth. When one realizes, you automatically compassionate. Your character will be shaped. Your karma, krodha, lobha, all that dies. That's the benefit of knowledge. You can see how is it possible, Rama, to behave this way? There's God himself. Sarva bhodeshu hitaha. He concerned for the welfare of all beings. That's what we just discussed also. Naturally, one who has jnanis, they naturally concerned about the welfare of all living beings. Rama protected sages, the citizens, and treated the people and the animals with care. Let our choices in our life, let our actions contribute to the welfare of the whole world. We should not see duality. We should see oneness in all. Another quality that Valmiki asked, Virya Vidwan. Must be Vidwan, must be wise. It must be learned. Know what is right or what is wrong. Narada says, it's knowledge of scripture, Dharma. A sound judgment, humility. What do we take out from that? Learning him, seeing his actions in Ramayana becomes a wisdom for us. It guides our contact. It changes, automatically changes by reading Ramayana or seeing Rama's qualities. It changes our life. Samardha. He was Samartha. He was a very capable person. Rama could understand a challenge. Just proper means. And unite with the people and complete the task. Rama did not go to Lanka to fight by himself. He knew what to do when. So if good intentions should not have a hankaram. I can do it. I am the one. So it should be skillful action. Right approach. Very important. Eka Priyadarshanaha. Another quality that Valmiki asks. The person that I want to write kavya about should be Eka Priyadarshanaha. Let us see how he shines in Śrī Rāma. His calm presence, gentle words, respect for others made people feel peaceful and valued. What do we take out from knowing him? True beauty arises from a kind heart and gracious contact. Very important. We discuss about Panchayatna. I even sent you repeatedly, three times lately. What is the importance of Panchayatna? Giving knowledge, giving the real knowledge is another Dharma. In a small way, a child can understand. A child can make it, the life, the routine, or our parents can make it happen. This is the intention of the book, Little Heart, Great Wisdom. The title is attractive. We did a YouTube on that. There were thousands of people, I don't even know how many. I think there were 7,000 to 8,000 people, maybe more, watched. But I do not know how to get the books to them. Not everybody wanted. How do I identify them? I have no idea. How does that little donation of $2 could help. Many rituals, we pay money. It doesn't accomplish a fraction of what we can do by donating one book. First, it accomplishes Naryajna. Naryajna is also called Manushya. It helps the child, helps the person forever. Not feeding. Feeding is a Naryajna. Helping with some money for the poor who needs. Certainly Naryajna. But tell you what, the hunger, the food that you gave, satisfy the hunger, but it lasts for 4 hours. After that, the person is hungry again. But if you keep the knowledge, that person get out of the hunger forever. All 3 tapas he get out. His life will be shaped, so ultimately he gets liberation from this life. That's the power of knowledge. That's the power of scripture. So Naryajna happens. Devayajna. It praises the gods. It tells us their gunas, their blessings. They're very happy. Much better than the yaga and the homa. Because the yaga homa helps at that time it is being done. The knowledge within you is there forever. Look at the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan gave us a Bhagavad Gita. This is true in Dharma. It still works within us. It's all within our heart. Those who learn Bhagavad Gita always keep on destroying Dharma in their life. That's the power of knowledge. Yajna. What Rishis have taught us, they gave us. We provide. We make it available. We learn and we try to teach others. Whatever little way we can. We cannot change the world. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, that's not your duty. But one who pay attention to me, one who deserve, you should teach what I taught you. So your Yajna happens. Then Bodha Yajna, the child or the family. I said the child, but if you read the book, it's not just for the child, it's for the entire family. The compassion developed, the behavior developed by the child will make the behavior to all the living entities, birds and animals, very compassionate. So Buddha Yajna. Priti Yajna. How happy our ancestors will be when we're able to teach, able to provide this knowledge to others. And we learn, our ancestors will be so happy. So doing such a charity work may seem to be very, very minor, but it accomplishes all 5 Panchayajnas. Take a look at the money that we spend for ourselves for 100 things. What does it accomplish? Compared to what we can give little knowledge, make a child get some attraction to it, and start reading it. So one should think about it. Really, Have a kind heart. Atmavan, self-poised. Even when denied the throne, had to go to exile. Rama maintained the dignity and inner balance. He was calm, as if it's just a duty. What's the difference? My brother will rule the country. Matter of fact, my brother's job is going to be more difficult than mine. But Rama gave all his blessing to him. We know the story also. Maryada also was a great personality. He became a sannyasi immediately and then ruled the country because it is my brother's instruction that I have to rule until he come back. So the mind doesn't rule us. Learning Rama's story, mind, we rule the mind. That's what we try to practice in yogasana, in pranayama. That's what Patanjali teaches. Let your mind control you and not let you control the mind, not the mind controls you. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha, that's the first sutra. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga will teach you how to remove your chitta vritti, how to clean your chitta vritti, how to clean your mind, how to act, behave properly. So you can control the mind, you can direct the mind. Let the mind be a friend, not the enemy. Jita krodhaha, one who has a master, one who mastered the anger. Anger is a good quality, matter of fact. But one who use the anger for the purpose of, then the anger will give you the benefit. Anger will convey the wrongdoing. Anger will convey the seriousness of the issues that you're dealing with when it is applied control in a controlled manner. When it's applied properly, and Rama, you can see Rama become angry in a fight with Ravana. We can see that. But it's control. It's appropriate to the circumstances. That he's above the krodha. It's a master of krodha. Master, it controls it. It master means he's controlled it. He did not allow anger to cloud the judgment. What happens with learned in Bhagavad Gita? Dhyayate vishayan pumsaha. When the man, by our desire, when we contemplate on that, we get attached to it. This attachment will leads to krodha, kama and krodha. By krodha, pranashyati. Pranashyati means you will fall down. Krodha has such a bad reactions. One should be able to control the krodha. Do not allow the krodha to bewilder your mind. when Krodha comes, the judgment will be different. Rama showed those quality. When anger comes, pause for a minute, pause for a second. Think about Rama's life. Think about Bhagavan. Our Krodha will automatically come down. Know that you are getting angry. Know who are you getting angry with. All of a sudden our anger will come down and then become compassionate. Didiman, radiant, with dignity and inner balance. Rama showed purity, wisdom, discipline, and confidence. He has shown it through his face, speech, and contact. What we practice after learning, a noble life creates radiance deeper than the appearance. Valmiki asks another one. Anasuyakaha. Bhagavan. Just Arjuna also. Those who are anasuyaka, those who have not envious to me, you must give this knowledge. But those who are envious to me, you should never give this knowledge to them. Anasuyaka, free from jealousy, and try to find fault in others. Look for good things in others. Not be jealous for others' success. It is all material. See that you are not different than the other person who is successful. Be happy for them. But knowing who you really are will help all this here. It seems to be good, but when you try to apply it, you will find it's difficulty. You'll find it's difficult. But those who have knowledge of the self, those who understand who you are, you're not this body, mind complex, you're just a pure soul. And then those who contemplate on that have no issue. Naturally become compassionate. Naturally will not have a jealousy. Be happy in others' success. But those who are aham, ahankara, I am, ahanta, mamata, for that person is difficult. You cannot see the other bigger than you. I am. So the key is to know who you are. This is the greatness of Advaita. This is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita and all the other scriptures. If one doesn't try to understand what is Advaita, what is the lesson teaching me when I recite all these slokas and Bhagavatam or other scriptures. If one doesn't understand this, time is wasted. If one should not still be jealousy, time is wasted. Recitation. Bhagavan Shankaracharya tells us, 1,000 years you recite. He says that. Thousands and thousands of years you recite mantras. It is not going to help you. Without knowing who you are. It tells us in a Vivekchudamani. 1,000 rituals you do, 1,000 pujas you do, it will not help you. If you do not understand, through all the rituals, all the pujas, all the activities that you do, all the Aaradhana we have done for you, thinking that some greatness was going to happen to you. No. Nothing will happen to you. You still will fall down and into the cycle of birth and death. But when you know who you are, all these compassions, all this everything will make sense to you. He says right in the beginning, Samadhi Shakta Sampat. One can have a Samadhi Shakta Sampat, but it's not going to do any good to you until your Vairagya and Mumukshutva is joined and you get help of a guru. It is not going to help you. So one should have that knowledge of the self. One should have viveka. Viveka means the knowledge that who you are. Viveka is not just a knowledge, special knowledge. Viveka means, in our scriptures, when Viveka word is used, Viveka means know who really you are. That you are not this body, mind, complex, you are the pure soul. This awareness you should have. That is called Viveka. Chakracharya says one should have sadhana chatushtaya for the spiritual growth. Viveka is the first one. But even then, he says, even having that is not going to help. You should have a strong desire of vairagya. Very difficult. Strong desire of vairagya. And then mumukshutva. These should be, after having viveka and samadhi shakta sampata, that itself is not going to help. You should get the blessings of Guru. And you should have a strong desire to get out of this material life. Then once you have it, all the jealousy will go away. All the jealousy will go away. 16th, the last quality that he asked, Valmiki asked 16 different things. He said, Jagata Roshasya Samyuge Devaha Api Bipyati. He wants to write about a person when even the gods, even Indras, when he gets angry, they are also afraid. That's Bhagavan. Yes, we don't act like Bhagavan, but seeing his quality, our compassion, it must be joined with courage against injustice. Not that we compassionate, so we let anything happens. When the injustice, we'll see, fight against it. Whichever way you can, you don't support it. That we learn from Rama behavior. So these are the 16 qualities that Valmiki asked, and this is the Narada tells us these are the qualities in Rama. Now, after that, Valmiki asked, tell me the story. Tell me who it is, more details. Then Narada gives the whole story in rest of the slokas. We in Saṅkṣepa Rāmāyaṇam, it's the first chapter, has 100 slokas. And then we studied up to 19 or 20, and we'll continue. But we'll recite. We won't do it today, so about 7:30, we will conclude today, and then tomorrow, tomorrow, we will. Tomorrow we will do Yoga Sutra, right? So let me decide what we do tomorrow. And then we'll continue studying Saṅkṣepa Rāmāyaṇam. Continue all the slokas, and let me stop it here after our concluding prayer. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Nirāmayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shubhadana Larkam. Yeah.